going on? Got some records pulled out, and I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to talk about them, because that is what we do here on this channel. Got the new aborted on in the background, man. It's pretty much the only thing Century Media has on their roster that's worth a fucking shit at all. This is a great record. It's called Retro Gore too, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, probably the best thing they've done since the Archaic Abattoir, maybe. Certainly better than what they've been doing over the past few years. Anyway, 5 records, and all black metal, 1 death metal. That's how it works. Whatever. Norwegian black metal, Trondheim. This is Mayr with Spheres Like Death and Throne of the 13th Witch compilation. I said witch, just sounded fucking weird. Yeah, man, this is a great fucking compilation. If you're not familiar with Mayr, like I said, it's a Norwegian black metal band, and it's in like the Trondheim scene. So, you know, members of this they're also in like Celestial Bloodshed and One Tail, One Head, and you know, them odd and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, this is a compilation. I believe it was a compilation from 2013. Maybe. But it basically is a compilation of the only 2 EPs that this band has done. Spheres Like Death and Throne of the 13th Witch. Spheres Like Death actually came out more recently in 2010, but it's first on here, and then Throne of the 13th Witch came out in 2007, and it's on this B-side. I'm not really sure why. It's a little bit strange. Usually, I guess I would just expect it to be, you know, placed chronologically, but whatever, man. This is, like I said, excellent, sort of really ritualistic sounding black metal. You can tell from the cover here that, you know, this band does the ritual thing, and they do it right, and I love this fucking album cover. This is probably one of my favorite album covers ever, and yeah, it's just really nice. It looks really good. There's the back there. Really great stuff. This comes with a printed inner sleeve, but not really anything too desperately interesting here. Yeah, if you've never heard this, it's pretty slow throughout the whole thing. You know, if I were to just generalize, it's pretty slow. But vocally, man, this is great. This is very, almost not even like screamed. It's more like throaty, singing, chanting, you know, the sort of hybrid between yelling and screaming and chanting and like a groan. It's fucking nasty, man. It's awesome. I love this. And 500 copies, all on this sort of translucent red vinyl. Doesn't really look translucent on camera, but I promise it is. I'm not sure what that is, but there's the B-side there. Yeah, man, this is really great. Not really much to say, but these guys have been around for 13 years now. Shit, formed in 03, so yeah, I don't see any of you having a problem getting into this. This thing's not the easiest record to find in the world, but if you want it, you can get it. I actually bought this from Impurith, Black Witchery. Sort of like a private sale, just emailing back and forth. Yeah, really cool. Fuck, man. Mayr was supposed to have an album come out this year, but according to my sources, the way it's looking, it's probably not. because these guys don't have any full-length albums out yet. It's all demos and EPs, and there's this one compilation. But yeah, they should have an album out, I would say, within the next year, hopefully. And yeah, man, check it out. No reason for any one of you not to love this. This is Mayr. Sticking to the Norwegian black metal Trondheim scene, if you will. This is Aptorian Demon with Libertas. Yeah, man. Same fucking band. Shit, the drummer of this band is or was in Mayr. So you know you get it. They're all sort of related to one another, and you know, in the sense that they all share bands and shit like that. But this is great, man. These guys haven't been around for quite as long. A couple years later, maybe 2005 or something like that. But again, this is only, I mean, they don't have a giant discography by any means. They have like a demo or an EP, and then this one full length that came out in 2012. And what a great fucking record this is, man. I don't like it quite as much as I like the Mayr record, simply because the Mayr record is a lot more ritually sounding. This is more focused on just good riffs, you know what I mean? Good riffs. I feel like the Mayr is a bit more atmospheric, where this is more focused on the music and the riffs, and everything about this is great. The guy's vocals are all over the place, man. There's like clean singing on here. There's like spoken word on here. There's you know, obviously the black metal raspy screams. It's great, man. I love this record. I'd like to see this band do something different as well, something new. But anyway, again, love the album cover. Really cool. There's the back. Really cool stuff, man. And this is the reissue from Kirk Productions and Apocalyptic Empire. I'm pretty sure Kirk is the label that originally put this out in 2012, like I said. Sorry, that Mayr record was put out by Territor. I didn't mention that. But anyway, this comes with a couple things here. It comes with this sheet. I'm not sure if that's lyrics or not, because there's more than just one song on this thing with lyrics. So, I don't know. Maybe they only just put the lyrics for the one song, but it's just like a single-sided red piece of paper. This also includes a small poster, which I think looks pretty nice, of the album cover. Really fucking cool. And the record itself, I believe this is 250 copies, and it's pretty much identical to the first press. But yeah, it's like this purple gray haze. It's really nice looking, in my opinion. Doesn't really fit, doesn't really match the album cover, I guess, but whatever, it still looks cool. Yeah, man, I mean, I don't really see any of you having a problem getting into this if you like good black metal. That's what this is. This is great. I love this record. Fuck. Anyway, guys, I would recommend all of you listening to this. You know, more than what you'll hear in this video, because it's just really fucking good shit. Check it out. That's Aptorian Demon with Libertas. Moving away from black metal, we go into another, well, not another, but a record that came out this year, and in terms of death metal is one of my two favorites for sure. This is Chthe'ilist with Le Dernier Crépuscule. I don't fucking speak French. But yeah, I mean, you guys are probably all familiar with this record by now. It's Chthe'ilist is a Canadian atmospheric death metal band, which is not something that you'd be, not something that I say is popular. Atmospheric death metal is certainly not something I was super familiar with before this, but a lot of people compare this band to a Djevel or Time Ghoul, something like that. So if you know those bands and you like that, you'll like this. I'm not overly familiar with either of those bands, so I'm not a good spokesperson for that, but either way, man, this is a great fucking record. This is the vinyl. The CD was put out through Profile and Lore. The vinyl was released through Dark Descent. There was two color variants of this. There was a black vinyl and there was like a dark, swampy green color vinyl. I actually got this when Dark Descent was doing their sale. It was like I don't remember, it was like 20-30% sale or some shit. And the black vinyl was on sale and the green one wasn't, so I didn't really feel like spending $8 more for the green vinyl, so whatever. Lyric sheet. If you've never heard this, man, this album is fantastic. It's not what you would expect. If you just don't like death metal, then I would recommend giving this a shot anyway, because it's not just fucking death metal. This is dark, murky, atmospheric, just like sort of like has like that suffocating feel of death metal. This shit is heavy, man. It's fantastic. I love this fucking record, dude. And again, this is a debut album, one and only album after one previously released demo that came out in like 2012. But man, there's no way to describe this. It's like lyrically, it's very dark. It's very focused on like fantasy-esque themes and shit like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, like I said, I did just get the black vinyl. The labels like that. The other one's the same. So yeah, again, man, the riffs on this thing are fantastic. They're just heavy. Everything about this record is just heavy. Drumming is fantastic. The vocals, again, are deep fucking guttural vocals, and then it'll sort of break, and there's actually parts on this where there's clean vocals, especially I would say on the first half of this album. But man, I love this fucking record. So I think Into the Vaults of Ingurgitating Obscurity, I think that's the song that sort of breaks into the clean vocals around near the end of the song. And man, the first time I heard that, I was like, I wasn't expecting it, man. It's just not what I was expecting from this record. And I was like, oh shit, this is fantastic. But the voices from Beneath the Well, again, just a great track, man. The Void Spawn is another really good one, man. This whole record is fantastic. So I would recommend any of you guys who are open to something different, because that's what this is. I would definitely recommend giving this a shot, because this is just a fantastic release. So check it out. That's Chthe'ilist. Alright, from Canadian death metal, we're going to move over to Icelandic black metal, which I've been talking about a lot recently. Misþyrming. Sangvar Elds Og Oridu, which translates, from my understanding, that it translates to Songs of Fire and Chaos, which is what you hear, man. That's what this is. This is Songs of Fire and Chaos, and it's just fantastic, man. I love this fucking record. I wish I got my hands on this sooner, because absolutely would have been on my list last year, my end of the year list, for good reason too, man. This thing is excellent, hellish, cavernous, claustrophobic black metal. Really not much to say. I mean, if you guys are familiar with the Icelandic black metal scene, then Misþyrming was probably one of the first bands that comes to mind, for good reason too. Because I would say that this is probably one of the more popular Icelandic black metal releases in general. I mean, this thing fucking sold out immediately, pretty much everywhere, right off the bat. And this is actually the third press of the album. And even the third press, the most recent one, goes for over probably $80 on Discogs. So there's the back, the track listing and stuff. Originally released on Territor. This is the third press, like I said, on Fallen Empire. And gatefold. There's the inside, really cool. Comes with a little print and a sheet here. Not much on it, apart from some credits and maybe a thanks list, maybe. I don't know, it's not in English. Picture of the dudes in the band. And this also comes with a poster, which I actually really dislike. It's not often that I dislike posters, but this one I just didn't feel was necessary. This poster could have been way cooler. And honestly, I'm not even sure which way this goes. Maybe like this. I could be wrong, but I think it's like this. Anyway, man. Yeah. I don't know. Just not... Could have been a cooler poster, I guess. I think that's the only difference with the third press from the first one. I think the third press includes a poster. But as this is the third press, it comes in this like red, smoky colored vinyl. Really good stuff here. Yeah, man, this is pretty much on everybody's list last year. And like I said, for good reason, because this is just an excellent fucking release in general. 500 copies, and like I said, you're not going to be able to get this in any distro, so basically you're going to have to wait for another pressing, which I'm sure will happen, because the demand for this record is high, so yeah. Got guys from Nadra, or Nathra, maybe, in this band, as well as guys from, well, one of the guys from this band is in that Scoff band that I've talked about recently, so you guys have probably all heard it, but if you haven't, check it out. That's Misþyrming with Songs of Fire and Chaos. Finally here, another 2015 release. This one is a bit different in terms of my opinion. This is Akitsa with Grand Tyrants. Again, a Canadian black metal band. And it's actually released on Hospital Productions. Really nice quality, you can see here. The silver foil everywhere is great. It's a great album cover too. The problem I have with this record is simply the fact that every song is so drastically different from the song before it, with no in-between songs that are in between the songs that are so drastically different. So it's such an abrupt change, and it happens so often on this album that it lacks the consistency needed to not be distracting, you know what I mean? The change every time, you know, you spend half the song just thinking like, what the fuck just happened? So, because I mean, there are the fast black metal tracks on here, and then maybe right afterwards it'll be like a slower, completely clean vocal track, and then it might go to like a mid-pace black metal track, and then maybe like a faster, slower, or a faster, like clean vocal track. It's just, you know, I don't know for sure that these are accurate examples, but every time I've listened to this, every track is just like, what the fuck just happened? But either way, man, I mean, every track on this thing is really good. The problem is the way that they're laid out is it's baffling. I mean, I think if the songs on this were laid out differently, it would have made a world of difference, and this would have ended up on my end of the year list last year. But yeah, man, I'm really happy to own this either way. I think this is the 5th album from this band too. I haven't heard any of the stuff prior to this anyway. Here's the lyrics, and on the other side, got your boy hanging out with JC. We're all down with JC on this channel, guys. All right. If you ain't down with JC, gotta unsubscribe, bruh. Anyway, This has there's a bunch of nice touches on here. Like if you look on the inside here, it's actually like there's like an image on the inside, and I think this is like it's either like smoke or trees. I think that would be smoke, but it's really really cool. You know, it's not something that the label had to do, but they just chose to because it was a nice touch. And I could say the same thing about the inner sleeve here. Yeah, because if you look at the inner sleeve, it's like trees on the inside. Really, really cool, man. I don't have anything like this, so I think that was, you know, it was really nice when I noticed it. Anyway, nothing. Oh shit! Nothing spectacular. Just black vinyl. I'm not sure what this is limited to. I want to say like 500 or something, but I could be totally making that up. I'm not sure. Yeah, man. But anyway, if you guys like black metal, I guess, and abrupt changes from song to song doesn't bother you, then I would recommend giving this a shot, because like I said, every track on this thing is really good. So give it a listen and let me know what you think. That's Akitsa with Grand's Tyrants. Alright guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. It's 5 more records, another video in the books, and we will we'll get some more records out, and we'll do this again real soon. So thanks for watching guys, and thanks for sticking around if you did, and till next time.